that's why we're making making the tetrasil, silver 4, oxygen 4, and trying to get it out here to challenge the system, because they have laid stagnant on purpose, as we can prove, that their involvement in the development of HIV is integral. They are as liable as anything I know. We're proceeding now in the federal court in San Diego. The case number is 07-CV Civil 0453. That's in the federal court, 07-CV like Civil 0453. Our whole purpose is to exhaust the U.S. judicial system, the U.S. legal system, to show the full perpetration of the development of HIV and AIDS in the International Criminal Court of Justice, which I believe where this case will be solved. Because I don't believe that we can get a fair hearing of the facts here by a government that indeed is transparent in each and every way. That we have to exhaust the system here to then go after that which we're going after. But with regard to Dr. Antelman, if he has a problem with us providing and making the doses, tell him to come on. Yes, thank you.
And just to let you know,
Dr. Antelman is from Antelman Technologies, and according to this information, he is a member of the Supreme Rabbinic Court, aka the Sanhedrin, the oldest established court in the world. So you can get his information online as well. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm not so sure what that means either, if you know what I mean. Because the further you go back, that's the further we're going back to the time period and the era when there were no black people. And so when people put their minds together as to what they think they're doing, then they formulate these secret societies that have permeated the last 500 years of history. Now, come on with the secret societies. What are y'all doing in there? And now it's apparent what you're doing in there, because you're making up some stuff to eliminate a large portion of the population of the world. The depopulation programs of the United States are hideous. Indeed, if we are overpopulated in any parts of the world, how dare a government secretly make something and smile in your face while they watch you die? If we are overpopulated and there are too many people, perhaps shouldn't we just pick straws? We are currently suing the United States for these two right here, which we already have. However, they were in the archives, and when we inquired about them, these two progress reports became missing. This is the essence of the entire lawsuit. That here's progress report number 15 from the year 1978. It is missing in the archives. Here's progress report number 14 from 1977. These are the end progress reports of the federal program. This one contains the budget of the program from 1962 to 1978. Here is the full outline of what they were doing and their end reports that are now missing out of the archives, and we can show that they were there. Where are they now? Who removed them? We want these two progress reports replaced back into the archives, because I'll tell you something. After 30 years of these progress reports existing, collecting dust in the archives of the United States, and an inquiry is made into these documents, and then they suddenly go missing. Under the World Catalog Database, write it down, World Catalog Database, you can put in Special Virus Cancer Program, and you will find that there are 8 of these in the public domain. 8 of the 15 of the progress reports of HIV/AIDS are in the public domain under the World Catalog Database. Put in Special Virus Cancer Program. This patented cure for AIDS is the U.S.'s patented cure for AIDS. We don't need to go through any kind of review process of anybody else's cure for AIDS, and I recognize that there may be other remedies. However, when you have it as directly as we have it here, when you have that full patent and you've gone through it, to see that this is what they were working on for the specific purposes of curing AIDS. And the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has a long-standing history that they do not issue patents for claims that cannot be met. And in this regard, with the U.S. patent having sat on the shelf for the last 10 years, I believe it is time. And if there are other things, and there are, that assist people with HIV and AIDS, I believe that they should be incorporated as well. However, we should move with direct speed to again begin the clinical trials of the tetrasil, particularly because it's so cheap, and particularly because it's so effective. We have within our reach the ability to end HIV and AIDS.
All right. So, other questions again? Let's give Dr. Gray
family, this don't go home and stick your head in the sand and act like you didn't hear it. Because those of us that heard it, we are now responsible for what we hear. And that's what truth does. It forces you to the front. For Jesus said you should know the truth. And it will be the truth that will set you free. Not just the truth, but acting on the truth that we know.